Well, here's an article I want to share with you. It's about how debt makes you physically sick. And I think that's true. You worry about this at night. You don't treat your loved ones nicely because you're so worried about this, and the world is treating you shitty, and you don't know what to do to get out of debt, and you keep trying and it doesn't work. And that's an old system that I've been in a lot of times too. And here's some data about that. Here it says 54% of U.S. adults with debt say they always or often feel stressed because of their debt. So half the people feel stress. That's stress, and that's body, talking bad things to you inside. And 60% say financial stress has led to disagreements in their relationships. So you can't even love people anymore because you're in debt. 72% stated that they're very or somewhat likely to accumulate more debt when experiencing stress. So you're in debt, and that helps, it causes you to get more debt, and that's crazy. A staggering 66% of respondents say they would be very or somewhat likely to consider bankruptcy as a mean of debt. And there's other ways, okay? 38% are optimistic about being debt-free in 5 years, but you have to start doing something about that now. Here, due to debt-related stress, 84% reported sleep problems, 40% said they had higher anxiety, and 38% led to diminished social lives, and 34% experienced depression. So that crashes depression. Okay, how do you get out of this? See, I've been covering sources of free money and help for 50 years now, and this is the most important thing I think we all carry around and don't realize there's free help to get you out of there. Consultants that will sit down with you for free and show you the way home. Get out of this. See, even if it's not instant, nobody's going to write you a check for $100,000 or whatever. But they're able to manage that debt with you. Contact these people. Get that debt lowered. Find other programs that solve your financial problems so you have more money to pay off that debt. These are the kinds of things you can get free help with right now. Boy, this would be good infomercial, wouldn't it? Okay, here's some sources to start with. This is a must. HUD.gov/counseling. Now, these are counselors, financial counselors. They get paid by the government to help you for free to get you out of debt, solve your credit problems, get your bills paid, everything. They're all there for free. Why carry this around, think you're the smartest person in the world? None of us are. The world is too complicated for any of us. That's why we all need help. And the help is there for free, but they don't advertise. And you're going to go to Google and say you're in debt, and then you're going to find some companies that, we'll take care of it, and they're going to make money off of you. You don't do that, because that's money you can pay off of your debt. Not give to some huckster who's going to show you nothing, or get you further in debt, or do something that you could get for free. And here's the first place to go for free. Okay, so that's HUD.gov/counseling. Okay, that's just a start now. And remember, now there's other places too. There's something called, the government has master money mentors. These are at the Department of Agriculture of all places. You don't have to live out in the country or anything. No, they're in every county in America. And these are people that sit down with you again for free. So that's already 2 programs, that they have nationally. These programs are national everywhere. How do you find yours? Okay, you go to, here's a good place to find your local county cooperative extension service. That's what you want. These people are all free. Now, you may have to wait on hold to get them to talk to you, but call. Don't just Google around and think you got it. And you don't, because it's too complicated to know what the hell the government's talking about. That's why you have to talk to them about it, so you understand. So you make an appointment with somebody locally. So now you did it with HUD, and now you did it with the Department of Agriculture at your county cooperative extension service. Now there's other things too. If you have financial student debt, man, there is so much forgiveness here. Oh, forgive me, mama. That's what Biden is. He's forgiving billions and billions and billions. Millions of people are getting their student debt forgiven. Okay, no matter how old you are, no matter how long you've had it or whatever, and even check with income, because even people with a lot of money are getting it forgiven. So there's a whole bunch of ways, And the way you find out about the details of those is you go to studentaid.gov. Studentaid.gov. And you look under two tabs here. One is loan repayment, and the other one is loan forgiveness. Okay, at least, no matter what, if you're too lazy, like I am so many times, I just want to hurry and get out of here and solve my problems. At least go to what's called, in loan repayment, there's something called the income-driven repayment plan. So if you're not making a lot of money, they won't ask you for money. And then you could pay zero payments for like 10 years and have it all disappear. If you don't know that, you got to get into it now. So check that out. Call them. There's numbers. Go up to the help center. Get somebody on the phone. Okay. And then here's another thing. Now, if you owe debt to the IRS, well, the IRS has a program too, where you have to pay only like 10% of what you owe. I mean, we have a member that helps other people do this. And it's called offer in compromise. Go to irs.gov and put offer in compromise. And then you could do the same with your state taxes too. Everybody's dealing in now. You owe money to anybody, your DMV or whatever. You know, because of COVID, they're all very flexible now, but you have to contact them. That's why if you don't say anything and don't try to contact them, they're just going to beat on you because you owe the bill. Here's another thing. Here's a link to how you could get your property taxes forgiven. Okay, that's right, property tax. So a lot of people have that problem. Okay, the AARP has a great resource here of all the programs for property taxes forgiven, and you check out for your state and apply. Just apply. Okay. Now here's another place too, is Find Help. This is one of my favorite sites, and you put in your zip code 20009 and put search. And then when you put that, then they'll ask you for a keyword, put financial assistance. Okay, if you spell it right. I've flunked English so many times. Okay, there's 258 nonprofit organizations that help people with financial assistance. 258. Incredible, right? But real. This is not scam bullshit stuff. No, this is real government programs. And if you don't use them, man, you're paying for them. So go out and use those things. Okay. The other thing too, when one of these organizations don't help or you have trouble with it, then what you want to do is go to commoncause.org. Put in your zip code and find your elected official, because they help with this too. And they get paid to do this. It's election year coming out. So they have their whole staff now in most every elected official's office is there to help you solve financial problems by using the government. That's what they do. That's what they get paid for, because they help constituents. You're a voter. And so if they get your vote, that's right, they're motivated to get you to vote for them. And if you call them up and say, hey, I can't get through this office, my student loan or my debt and stuff like that, I mean, they know the system, you know, so they could hook you up. They have different phone numbers to find out who could really help you. Sure, some of these offices won't help you. They'll be lazy or screwed up or whatever. That's life in the city. That's life in the world. That's just life. So you may have to take 10 calls to try to get through. That's okay. You've been fighting this thing. It's killing you inside with all this debt. You have to do something. Man, if you had a broken foot, right, you would go to the hospital, right? And you get cared for by probably some government program. Well, here, you have a broken inside. That depression is hurting you. It could be killing you, you know, with heart trouble and all these kind of things that come up. You have an obligation to you, your family, and your community to get that fixed. And the government, like hospitals we have set up to help you with that mental problem of having debt. So why don't you use it? You're paying for it. But I'm biased, so be careful. And I try to teach people about these programs. It excites me, and I'll keep doing it for another 10, 15 years. I think that's about what I have left in this old body. And but we also do is give our own grants. We give up to $75,000 a piece every month. To members, and the current one is we give $40,000. The deadline is tomorrow night, the 4th of every month. We have a deadline of $40,000 we give out just to members, and all you have to say what you would do with $1,000. That's all, and we give out $500, $1,000. $40,000 every month. And we have 3 other programs that that every month, and that comes to about $75,000. So let me help you too. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. You're going to have to put up my tacky jokes and weird clothes and stuff like that. But I'm having fun, man. And mainly the reason I'm having fun because I see it, how it helps people, and that helping people and showing people my concern for their worries grows my heart. The more you love other people, the more you're showing to yourself, I feel. I don't know anything about any of these things I'm talking about. I just feel it. And that's what I want to do. And that's what the best thing for me to do with the rest of my life is help people with as much as I can to learn about these programs that will help them. And I didn't invent these programs. Nothing I'm doing. I'm not selling you lemonade or something like that I made. No, these are programs already sitting there by the government. Now, you made these programs, so you should use them, right? Makes sense. But again, would you trust a man in a question mark suit?